देखिए हकीकत ये है कि मैं पढ़ रही थी, मैं 17 ईयर की थी।
A woman who was loved, hated, mocked, and feared, all at the same time. A woman who dared to live on her own terms, in a country where that alone can get you killed. Stay until the end of this video, because this story will change the way you see courage, culture, and the price of freedom. If you've never heard of Qandeel Baloch, let me paint you a picture. A small town girl who picked up a camera and refused to be silent. That girl was Fawzia Azim, who was known by the name Qandeel Baloch. Qandeel Baloch didn't just go viral. She started a conversation about freedom, about identity. In a world that told women to hide, she chose to be seen. That took more courage than most of us will ever know. All from one of the most conservative countries in the world. In the West, she might have been called an influencer. In Pakistan, she was called a revolution by some, and a disgrace by others. Every statement she made headlines. But behind the bold persona was a real woman with a painful past. Fawzia Azim, a 26-year-old young girl, was known by Qandeel Baloch. Fawzia Azim was born on March 1st, 1990, in a tiny remote village called Shah Sadar Din, located in the Dera Ghazi Khan district of Punjab, Pakistan. This is one of the most underdeveloped regions of the country. A place where girls rarely go to school past a certain age. Women have almost no say in their own lives. Marriages are arranged young, sometimes very young, and poverty is not an exception. It is the rule. Her father's name was Muhammad Azim, a simple, hard-working man who struggled daily to provide for his family. Her mother's name was Anwar Bibi, a quiet, traditional woman who raised her children the best she could. Fawzia was one of 6 siblings, brothers and sisters, all living together in a small home, where every meal was a blessing. From a very young age, Fawzia was different. People who knew her described her as sharp, talkative, and full of personality. A girl who noticed everything and stayed quiet about nothing. She attended a local government school and by most accounts completed her education up to matriculation, the equivalent of high school in Pakistan. Some reports suggest she may have completed intermediate level as well, but no university degree was ever confirmed or documented. In a village like Shah Sadar Din, even making it to high school as a girl was an achievement. But Fawzia wanted more than what the village could offer. She just didn't know yet what that would cost her. When Fawzia was approximately 17 to 18 years old, her family arranged her marriage. This is common in rural Pakistan. A girl reaches a certain age, and the family's priority becomes getting her married. Not her education, not her career, not her dreams. Her husband's name is reported as Ashiq Hussain. The marriage was not a happy one. By multiple accounts, including statements Qandeel later gave in interviews, the relationship was difficult and painful. There were arguments, there was control.
जबरदस्ती मुझे इस बंदे के साथ सौंप दिया, जबरदस्ती शादी कर दी। I was immature, मैं बहुत छोटी थी, मुझे नहीं पता था कि मैंने क्या किया।
The marriage did produce one child, a son. His name was Musa. But despite being a mother, despite all the social pressure to stay, Fawzia made a decision that very few women in her position would dare to make. She left. Whether it was a formal divorce or a separation, the result was the same. She was now a young single mother, from a conservative village with no money, no career, and a world full of judgment waiting for her. Most women in that situation disappear into silence. Fawzia Azim chose a different path. After leaving her marriage, Fawzia made a bold move. She left her village behind and traveled to Karachi, Pakistan's largest city. A city of over 15 million people. A city of noise, chaos, opportunity, and danger. She started in Karachi from zero. She took on small jobs, struggled, and survived. Somewhere along the way, she tried her hand at entertainment. She auditioned for Pakistan Idol, a massive televised singing competition. Her audition clip went viral, but not for the reasons she hoped. People laughed at her, mocked her voice, made memes out of her. For most people, that public humiliation would be the end. For Fawzia Azim, it was a lesson. She learned something that most people never figure out. Attention, even negative attention, is power, and the camera was not something to fear. It was something to use. Around 2013 to 2014, Fawzia Azim created a new identity. She called herself Qandeel Baloch, and she was unapologetically herself. She spoke directly to the camera like she was talking to a friend, depending on who she was addressing. Gradually, she appeared on talk shows and gave bold interviews. She posed for magazine covers. Qandeel had exposed something real, the hypocrisy at the heart of Pakistani public life. By mid-2016, Qandeel was not just famous. She was infamous, powerful, and dangerous to the people who needed her silent. And she knew it. Here is something the memes and the headlines never showed you. Behind the bold videos and viral statements, Fawzia Azim was deeply human. In multiple interviews, she spoke about her son, Musa, a child she loved deeply, but was separated from due to the circumstances of her life. She spoke about her parents, Muhammad Azim and Anwar Bibi, with real tenderness. She said, in one interview, words to the effect of, "I want to buy my parents a proper home. I want them to live with dignity." And she did exactly that. With that money she earned through social media and other platforms, she built her family a house in Multan. The woman who the public called shameless was quietly funding her entire family's livelihood. Her father, mother, and brothers, all of them were being supported financially by the woman they were ashamed of. Think about that for a moment. The person they called a disgrace was the one keeping the lights on. In July 2016, Qandeel traveled to Multan to stay at the family home she had paid for. She was there to visit her parents. By some accounts, she also had plans to meet with Pakistan's National Commission on the Status of Women, to potentially work on projects related to women's rights. She was not hiding. She had no reason to believe she was in danger. She was home the night of July 15th, 2016. The house was quiet. Everyone had gone to sleep. But her brother, Wasim Azim, a man in his mid-20s, a man who had been living off his sister's earnings, entered her room. According to investigators and his own confession, he first gave her something, likely a sedative, to make sure she would not be able to fight back. And then, Wasim strangled his own sister to death. Qandeel Baloch, Fawzia Azim, died that night. When Wasim was arrested, he did not try to hide what he had done. He told police, "I killed her for the honor of my family." This is what is known as an honor killing, a practice that exists in parts of South Asia, the Middle East, and North Africa, where a family member, usually male, kills a female relative because they believe her behavior has brought shame to the family name. In Pakistan alone, hundreds of women are killed in honor killings every single year. Wasim's stated reasons: Qandeel's videos were embarrassing the family and their community. People in their village were taunting and mocking them. Her lifestyle was incompatible with their family's honor. But let's look at this more carefully, because there is something deeply disturbing here that Wasim was financially dependent on Qandeel. He was living in a house she paid for, and when the social pressure became too much for his ego to handle, he ended her life. There were also serious questions raised about whether other family members had prior knowledge of what Wasim was planning. Investigators and journalists pointed to the fact that other people were in the house that night. No one intervened, no one called for help. Whether this was a coordinated act or one man's decision in the dark is something that haunted the entire court case. The news of Qandeel's murder broke the internet. Human rights organizations took to the streets, demanded justice. Muhammad Wasim was the brother of Qandeel Baloch. He confessed to her murder in 2016. According to reports, he said he was angry over Qandeel's social media fame and online videos, claiming he killed her in the name of family honor. Afterward, police arrested Wasim. Muhammad Azim, Qandeel's own father, was also arrested and questioned. Several other family members were taken into custody, but the court ruled differently this time. Because Qandeel was recognized as a public figure, the state took over the prosecution, meaning the case could not simply be dropped by family forgiveness. In 2019, the Lahore High Court sentenced Wasim to death. However, on appeal, this was reduced to life imprisonment. Muhammad Azim, the father, was acquitted. For many activists and supporters, this verdict was bittersweet. Wasim would not walk free, but the death penalty was gone, and questions about full accountability for everyone involved remained unanswered. Qandeel Baloch's murder directly accelerated a change in Pakistani law, kept getting buried. Then Qandeel was murdered, and the outrage was so massive that in October 2016, just 3 months after her death, the Pakistani parliament passed the Criminal Law Amendment, Offenses in the Name or Pretext of Honor Act. This new law strengthened minimum sentencing for such crimes. Qandeel Baloch died, but her death changed the law of an entire country. That is a legacy very few people, famous or otherwise, ever leave behind. After Qandeel's murder, her story is difficult, uncomfortable, until women like Fawzia Azim don't have to die just to be remembered. So that was all for today. Let me know in the comments. Do you think the punishment given to Wasim Azim was fair? And if you enjoy true crime and mystery stories, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our new story.